kids, big kids, little kids, comic books and toys for all the girls and boys.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Adam and McKenna and Kayla here.
Hi.
And we are back to do another drawing with you. And today we took a request. One of our special friends online is a teacher, and she said that her class is reading the One and Only Bob. So we have not read that book yet.
No.
McKenna read the One and Only Ivan, and I didn't read it, but I did see the movie, and we really liked it. So we're going to attempt to draw Ruby and Bob with her. So this is going to be fun. So we're going to start with Ruby, and then we'll see if we can fit Bob into our drawings. All right, so let's start kind of up top here, and we're gonna draw a little curve for her head, kind of like that. Okay, and then we are going to have a little line come up like that, and then it's going to go down. And then it's going to curve up, not all the way, but part way. And then we'll do another curve, kind of like that. Okay. Now we're going to continue with that's one of the ears. We're going to do another curve where we bring down and around like that. Actually, I may go a little bit further up. So it starts to form more of an oval. And then I'm going to do what will be the bottom of the trunk. And that's going to be that shape. Alright, good job following along. Now the trunk is going to go, we're going to have a little bit of perspective on this, so we're going to do some overlapping. So the top part of the trunk is going to come down, and it's going to get a little thinner as it goes down and curves up. And then we could attach like that. Awesome. All right. Now from here we're gonna have it come out just a little bit where it curves like that. There we go. Now we're gonna do the other ear. It's gonna curve up like that, and then it's gonna curve down and over. Alright, just underneath the trunk, I'm going to draw a big old smile on Ruby. Okay, I'm going to give her a little dimple, and then a little line underneath, like that.
Like a lip.
And then I'm going to draw some almond-shaped eyes here. I'm going to give her a little eyelid too, just above. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but it's going to be a little bit smaller because it's a little further away from us. And then within that shape, I'm going to draw some big old eyeballs here. I'm going to give it a couple circles, give her some glossy eyes right there. And we're going to draw a line, another curved line, the point of her ear right here. It's going to curve up right about to the head and then come down a little. Now we do a few lines, quick lines, inside of the ear. Okay, and then we're going to draw another line on this side of the ear. That comes down like that. I did that line right there. And then a few little lines like that. Then I'm gonna, the trunk is actually like a long cylinder. So we're gonna do some curved lines like that just to show the shape of the trunk. And then at the tip of the trunk, a little circle. And I'm gonna give it a little shadow right there. All right. Now we're going to go with a curve that will come down here. It's kind of like her front of her chest there. And then I'm going to do part of her leg there. And then another part of her leg here. And then that will curve up like that. And then we're gonna overlap. Oh yeah, we're gonna do her toenails. And then we're gonna overlap another leg on this side, but it's not gonna come down the same length. It's gonna sit just behind it like that. And then I'll do 3 more toenails there. So that this line would go kind of right here. Oh, that's okay. You're doing the belly. So I did this line right here. So the leg comes down. And there you go. Now right here where the chest curves, we're going to curve the belly like that. Not too far. That's good. And then these the back legs, this leg curves inward, and then this one will curve like that. There we go. And then we're going to draw bottom of the foot. And then it's going to curve up like that. And then a big curve like that. And then just as we overlapped this side of her other leg, we're going to do the same over here. So we're going to draw a line like that, and then the line's going to go up. And then I will give Ruby some toenails on the back of her legs. Right. I'm going to draw a little line right there just to show that she has a little bit of a neck. And then I'm going to do the tail, which will curve up like this. It's almost like an upside down question mark. And then I'm going to duplicate that line, like that. And I'm going to give her a little bit of hair at the back. There we go. And there is Ruby. Nice job, McKenna. Nice job, Kaola.
Thanks.
These are great. I love them. And maybe I'll give her some little lines there and a little line there to show, because elephants have a lot of skin and it gets kind of loose and floppy at times. So now we're going to draw
a mountain.
Well, before we do the background, I want to do Bob. So I'm going to try to have Bob sitting over here. And Bob is a smaller dog, smaller than Ruby. In the movie, I looked at the cover of the book, and he looks very different on the book cover than he does in the movie. I forget the different breeds of the dogs, but they look slightly different. But he's still a small dog. So we're going to draw a small dog next to Ruby. And we're going to start by doing that. Let's just start with his nose. So it's almost like a little circle, or you could do a triangle shape.
Here's the ears.
And then I'm going to do his eyes above his ear, above his nose. And they're like some almond-shaped eyes. Or circles or ovals, whichever you prefer. And we're kind of making this up. I'm going to give him some pupils in mine. I'm going to give him a little smile. I'm going to give him some shaggy eyebrows. Okay. And then he's going to have the front part of his face. And I'm using very loose lines there because he's very furry and fluffy. And then I'm going to do the same above his head, kind of like that. And then his ears, especially on the book cover, are really big. One's going to go like that. One's going to go like that. And then inside those ears, I'm going to draw a couple lines like that. And then some more zigzag lines for hair. And then the side of his head, we're going to do some more zigzag lines, almost in a circular shape though. Kind of like that. Nice job.
My head is really big.
Yeah, mine got a little too big too. But that's okay. He's in the foreground and Ruby's in the background.
Small, medium, big.
Yeah, yours is really furry.
Yeah.
I love it. So then we're going to draw a line for his neck, and then part of his chest will come down. Okay.
Let's see that.
And then just like Ruby, we're going to do one leg. The camera stopped for a second, so we just had to restart. So now we're going to have his belly come down. And then a dog's hind legs, the back legs, are a bit different than an elephant's. So we're going to do a curve that comes out like that. He's kind of sitting down. And then like that. And then it's going to curve around. It's going to go up a little like that. And then a little curve shape. And then for the back, for the other side, we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to draw 3 lines for the paws, or for the different toes. Good. And then it's going to curve up a little bit like that. And we're going to go back up to the top. And it's going to curve down, but not all the way because we want to save some space for his tail. Okay? And then in the book, book cover, he's got a big old shaggy tail there. I'm going to give him some zigzag lines to make it real furry. And draw some little lines for his chest like that.
I made mine too big.
No, I don't think so. He's in the foreground, right? And Ruby's still a little baby.
I think I made mine.
That's okay. We're making this up as we go. Are we having fun?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all that matters.
I think like his belly is too big.
Well, mine has a big belly too. Yeah. Usually dogs, it gets a little thinner here, and then the belly comes out. So these are not anatomically perfect, but you know, we're drawing Ruby and Bob. I wonder if they're going to make a movie about this sequel.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I really enjoyed the first movie, and I would be interested in reading the book with you. So there's Bob and Ruby. We're going to draw, you can do whatever you want for the background. I'm going to draw like some little hills, and maybe, because I know Ruby was left at a zoo, like a natural habitat. So I'm going to draw, some trees here, maybe like some palm tree type trees.
I'm just making some roads.
And you can make some roads. Sure. I'm going to do like a mountain back here, like a big one to really give it some background. I'll put the sun back up here. I'm just having fun with it. We didn't have room for the gorilla, Ivan.
Yeah.
It's funny because Ivan is the name of the book, the first one.
Yeah.
But it's really, there's a lot of other characters with Ruby involved, and it wasn't her mother, but it was the other elephant that passed away, sadly.
It
So,
was his whole mother.
I don't know if Ivan is going to be in this book at all.
I think so, because I think he's on the cover.
Oh, right. He is on the cover. That's right. So you could also draw like
Some grass.
some grass. You can draw, some rocks. Right? That's how I would draw. Just some different lines. That way it looks like they're out in nature. Because they were at a really nice zoo at the end, right?
Yeah. I think it was like the Atlanta.
Oh, really? That's where it took place?
Yeah.
I forget. But yeah, it was nice. It was nice that they went from the strip mall.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
Yeah, that was unfortunate that they were there, but
That's kind of a weird place to have.
a circus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to start
secret.
we're going to start coloring now. I'm kind of still drawing. So we're going to think about the colors. Elephants are usually gray, but you can mix gray with some purples and even
Also
some
blue.
some blues. Absolutely. And on the book cover, Ivan was Bob was a light brown. So I'm going to blend in some different browns, some grays and blues and purples into Ruby. I'm going to get coloring, and we'll speed that part up, and we'll stop it at the end and chat with you a bit. So Kayla finished his coloring, and I think I'm about done with mine. McKenna's still coloring a little bit. I may add a little different blue to the sky here. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. So if you're reading the book, let us know what you think of the new book. I guess it's not that new. I guess it's been out a while, right? We still haven't read it. McKenna hasn't read it yet.
You still haven't even read the first one.
No, I never got to read the first one, but I know you said you enjoyed it, so that's always awesome. And let us know if you have any other requests. I think we're also going to try to draw Ivan this week sometime.
Yeah.
And we'll see how that goes.
Maybe some Star Wars characters.
Maybe we could do some Star Wars characters, sure. I'm going to add some orange in my hills back here. I like to blend all the colors. We blended some grays with some purples and some pinks into Ruby. And
I think I went overboard with the purple.
McKenna thinks he went overboard on the purplish pink color, and that's okay. It still looks awesome. He experimented, and he may feel like he gone overboard, but at least he tried, and that's all we ask of any of you, is that just have fun, give it a try. It doesn't have to be perfect, or nothing is actually perfect, but to you. I know all artists, and when we're drawing, we want things to be the best they can be, and to be what we perceive as perfect. But I could tell you this as a professional artist who has been working on comic books and magazine art and album art for over 25 years now. Nothing is ever perfect. You always look back and you're like, oh, I wish I could have done that better, or I wish I could have done this differently. Especially when you work professionally, you have what they call deadlines, and that means the work has to get done. You can't really keep redoing things over and over because the job has to get done and printed and out to the public. With your own drawings, you could take your time and redo things if you want, but you don't want to spend too much time doing that. You know, the idea is to have fun, hang out with us, draw. These came out great.
Thanks.
I love your bob, and Kayla, I love your elephant. I love all of this. How the trunk is coming, forward towards us. A lot of personality in that face. This is great. So had a lot of fun with this one. I hope you guys did too. I hope all you folks will join us again for tomorrow's drawing.
Maybe it's going to be Ivan.
Maybe it'll be Ivan. We'll see if we can figure out how to draw him. And thank you again. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like all the videos, tell all your friends, and tag us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, TikTok, wherever you may post your pictures, and so we can check them out and say hello. All right. Thanks a lot. Peace and love.
Peace and love.